Welcome to iLecture Online. Here we're going to talk about applications of the Laplace transform. But before we do that, let's review and get a good feel for what the Laplace transform actually is. Well, it turns out the Laplace transform was already available to us because Laplace, who devised it, way before we talked about electrical circuits. So obviously it wasn't specifically made to solve electrical circuits. It was just later on that we began to realize that, hey, it's a really good technique to solve some of these electrical circuits. And it's also useful for all kinds of other engineering techniques, like for mechanical engineering. So let's first read the definition, the way I see it, for what a Laplace transform is. The Laplace transform is a mathematical technique, and that's all it is. It's just a mathematical technique that happens to be pretty handy for certain applications. It enables us to solve differential equations and their corresponding initial value or boundary problems. Now, of course, there's many techniques to solve differential equations. We don't have to use the Laplace transform. We can use many other techniques to do so. But it's definitely a handy technique, and especially because there are lots of applications in electrical and mechanical engineering, but it is particularly useful in problems where the electrical or mechanical driving force has discontinuities. For example, we can have step functions, we can have pulses of all different types, and you can then begin to realize, wait a minute, in electrical engineering we use a lot of these things, so now we can see why the Laplace transform may be particularly useful to solve these kind of problems in electrical engineering. To give you kind of a feel of how that works, is you will be given a problem in the time domain. Now, this is a general format, so don't think of this as particularly being an electrical engineering problem, but just think that you have some sort of function, a differential equation that is representative in the time domain. You will be given some initial conditions for time, when time equals 0, y equals 3, y prime equals 1, for example. Again, this is just purely a rough example. We're not going to work it out. We just have some intermediate values. But what we'll do at this point is we'll take this given problem and we'll do a Fourier transform it, so transform it into a different domain. We can call it the S domain, we can call it the frequency domain, that depends on the application. Then we will solve this transformed equation to find the solution for y. So here we have y in the time domain, here we have y in the S domain or the frequency domain. Usually this is an algebraic exercise, so this is a whole lot easier than trying to solve a differential equation as is in the time domain. Once we found the relatively easy solution in the S domain, then we do the inverse transform, Laplace transform, to get it back in the time domain. So we now want to express the solution that was in the S domain or the frequency domain and now represent the solution in the time domain. And so if this is the equation for an electrical circuit, you then want the result of that electrical circuit as a function of time. For example, you may have a voltage input and you want to calculate the current in your circuit at any point in time. So that would be a good example for that. So essentially, you get your function in the time domain, you do the Laplace transform, you now have a function in the S domain or the frequency domain, you solve for that function, then you do the inverse Laplace transform, and you get back the solution in the time domain. So that is what we use the Laplace transform for, and that's by the definition what it is. It's simply a mathematical technique that is useful to solve differential equations, in particular those that have a driving force that is not a continuous force, but a step function or a pulse or something like that. And then all of a sudden the bells go off and go, that means it should be very useful for electrical engineering. And indeed it is. So we'll show you how to use it for all kinds of applications, but we'll begin to develop the understanding of what a Laplace transform is. So stay tuned and we'll show you some more.